Look, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. When you are desperate and you can't take your time, I repeat, when you are desperate and you can't take your time, you gonna sell out like the saint in a sinner. First of all, let's take a look at this. He calls white men supreme. He is what you call GAY. I repeat, he is what you call GAY. Just look at his actions. You argue with women. Bruh, he got allegations of bullying an 18-year-old female, but called a white man supreme. But he went to the white man college, took the white man knowledge, learned how to speak just like the white man. But you view a white man as supreme just because his skin is lighter than yours. So you're not gonna argue back and forth with him. You gonna argue with a female. This dude ran an NFT scam for $2,000. Scammed his own fans. At the end of the day, this is what I call desperate. This is what I call a weak man. This is not masculinity. Masculinity is authenticity. Masculinity is not running a game. That's what the industry sell you. That's what Sauce Walker gonna sell you. At the at the end of the day, you don't need to use a woman. Why do you have to use a woman? What's wrong with yourself? You got arms and biceps that work? Absolutely not. He don't have biceps. He's not in shape. At the end of the day, he showed that weak boxing clip, that 20-minute weak boxing video. He was scared to pull up. Listen, Aaron the plumber had him shook. Mister, you not qualified. You not qualified. And he not even masculine. At the end of the day, he just highly emotional with muscles. At the end of the day, why was he scared to fight another person his same skin color? Then he gonna say, if you pull up on me, I'ma leave you stinking. And you know Aaron the plumber, he just gonna fight. He just gonna box. He'll get in the ring with you. At the end of the day, he didn't want to fight him, but he want to yell back and forth with single mothers. Bro, you got to understand pattern of recognition. The saint and the sinner. All red pill coaches, every woman they bring on podcast, even DDG, his little love channel, his little love podcast, what does he bring on his podcast? Single mothers. They have a pattern. They can't get women who don't have daddy issues. They can't get women who had a father in her life, who taught her actual morals. They have to get a woman with daddy issues. They got to bring on a woman who's a single mother, who's also in desperation. At the end of the day, why don't you just talk to the people that agree with you instead of having to debate back and forth, back and forth? They don't believe in the Bible, I'm telling you. They don't believe in the Bible, so it makes life harder. They have to convince. No, we're not convincing nobody. We don't have to convince anybody. At the end of the day, if you say something, there will be people who agree with you. At the end of the day, you got an ecosystem full of people who agree with you. If women actually like you, they will agree with you. They're not going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They know with the age of social media, he was scared to fight Aaron the plumber. These dudes are feminine. These are just like the fake masculine dudes in the hood. They beat on women, but then as soon as a dude call them out to fight, they gotta reach for a weapon. They can't bully a dude like that like they could bully a female, because they know the female is weaker. Dudes want to run manipulation games, bro. This is desperation. Listen, at the end of the day, if you cannot take your time in life, if you are desperate, you're gonna go out sad. You're gonna, just for views, you're gonna debate and argue with women. I repeat, just for views, you're gonna debate and argue with women. That's how you came up. So when people be like, what is he known for? Oh, he argued with that one female. Oh, he argued with that one female. That's how I know him, because he argued with a female. You argued with a female? You went back and forth? What are you, Stephen A. Smith? This dude not even Stephen A. Smith. What are they arguing about? Why she should respect the man? She don't got no respect for man. She lost her virginity. This is why the Bible told you to get a virgin. He can't get no virgin. He can only attract women who don't have the virginity. At the end of the day, he can only track single mothers. Only a single mother will watch his podcast. At the end of the day, these dudes are weak. Just listen, it physically says they're weak. Look at their body. Their biceps and triceps don't look like this. They don't hit pull-ups. They don't do dips after dips after dips after dips. They don't do push-ups after push-ups after push-ups after push-ups. These dudes don't even look solid. These dudes look like if you slap them, they gonna fall back 7 stories. At the end of the day, I repeat, it look like if you slap them, they gonna fall back 7 stories. At the end of the day, desperation is a feminine trait. I repeat, desperation is a feminine trait. Desperation is not a masculine trait. He wants to argue white supremacy, white supremacy. But you went to college. You literally paid to learn about white supremacy. There is no white person that is supreme. There is no Indian person that's supreme. There is no melanated person that's supreme. You're a human being. Supreme, to me, you got to be able to fly. If you can't fly, if you don't got Goku powers, you are not supreme. If you don't got a supreme shirt on, you are not supreme. This dude, Saint in the Center, he wish he was supreme. That's why he got to make videos like he got white dudes lined up like he the slave master. He looking at white dudes' cheek. Bro, I'm telling you, hurt people hurt people. Just like Thomas Jefferson, he was escaping getting hung by the British. That's why he had slaves and he had to hang melanated people. At the end of the day, it's a transfer of aggression. This is why I tell all y'all dudes, every dude who trying to act tough in society, they got bullied before. Nobody is born that way, bro. Nobody is born cold. I'm just born cold. Nobody's born cold. They were once little angels. Then they let desperation and weakness take over their mind. Then they became some sort of savage. He make videos talking about why you gotta be savage. Why you gotta be savage? You gonna end up in jail. If you a real savage, you gonna end up in jail and you gonna snitch on your homies. Like YSL. Like YSL Woody. YSL Woody, he a real savage. He was the one shooting for Young Thug. And guess what? When he went to jail, I don't recall. But he know he was snitching. I repeat, he know he was snitching. These dudes are fake tough, bro. I'm telling you. How are you a savage, but you call a white man supreme? You not so savage when a white man pull up. At the end of the day, I repeat, you not so savage when a fake white supreme man pull up. There is no white dude. There is no man that I'm calling supreme. I'm sorry. I'm not calling no dude supreme. Ain't no dude supreme unless he got a supreme from head to toe. He got supreme designer on from head to toe. I'm gonna be like, yeah, bro, you supreme, bro. Until he take that shirt off, bro, supreme. And then when he take that shirt off and go wash it, put it in a washer and dryer, he not supreme no more. At the end of the day, supreme is a designer. Supreme is not a skin color. This dude is dumb. At the end of the day, what did he learn from college? Let's be real. College pays pennies on the dime. I repeat, college pays pennies on the dime. At the end of the day, you got to understand, you're not making money from college. So he is in a desperate situation. He went to college, so he's desperate. He's in debt. He got a scam for $2,000. He bullying an 18-year-old female, bro. This ain't no masculinity, bro. How can two walk together if they don't agree? The Bible is for a masculine man. At the end of the day, he don't believe in the Bible. He's not masculine. His name is the saint and the sinner. Whoever believes in the Bible and they're a righteous man, they're not a saint and the sinner. How can you be the saint and the sinner? How can you be left and right? Are you going left or are you going right? Are you going straight or are you going backwards? What are you doing? Make your mind up. This dude his name is delusional as he is. As a female that he bring on a podcast, he got mad at a woman calling him the sinner. Ain't that your name? The saint and the sinner. So if she calling you the sinner, ain't that your name? How you gonna get mad at her? You shouldn't have made that your name. She know you desperate. I repeat, she know you desperate. He don't got biceps and triceps, so women don't respect him. He don't even respect himself. Why do you not look like this? Why do you not look like you fighting for greatness? He looked like the average. He looked like the majority. Man, get this dude out of here. At the end of the day, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Stop being desperate. You see all of these dudes, they gonna crash out for views. They gonna act like they're so hurt for views. Meanwhile, they got white friends. The Saint in the center, he got white friends, bro. How is he calling all these Jewish dudes? He got white friends and yelling white supremacy. This dude desperate. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.